Hello everyone. Previously we have discussing the basic constructional features of the Proel governor, and today we are going to discuss some of the next part of our discussion. And this part we have discussed previously. This is the one half part of the governor, and we have extended the links PF. This one is the PF link, and the point line is drawn from the point D to meet at the point that is I, and I is known as the instantaneous center of rotation, and I center is formed, and we have constructed the I center in order to easier our calculation in order to find out the speed of revolution n. So basic angles which are very important for the derivation is alpha and beta. So this is the letters, the angle alpha, and alpha is the angle with the governor axis. The link formed an angle alpha with the governor axis here, and this one is alpha, means this is also alpha. So if you see this triangle FIM triangle, this tan alpha will be IM divided by, this is IM and this is FM. So tan alpha is equal to IM divided by FM. Okay, so let us clear out all these things, and we switch over to our next angle. This is one, this one is the beta angle. So if it is angle beta, so this is also angle beta, and if you focus our attention in the triangle, this one FMD, so tan beta will be MD divided by FM. So MD is equal to this one and FM is equal to this one. So in this way you can find out these angles. Let us see how many number of forces are acting under the equilibrium condition. So if we consider the complete equilibrium of the link under the action of these forces, then there are mainly three forces acting. Weight of the ball, that is small mg, then centrifugal force due to the rotation, that is Fc is equal to mr omega square, this one is the second one, and the tensile force in the link. So these three are the most important forces which are acting due to the complete under the complete equilibrium condition of the link. Okay, so let us take moment about the point I. If you see and consider moment about point I, then what will happen? You have to consider here the moment about this point. Then Fc into the perpendicular distance will provide a movement in this direction. This is counterclockwise. Okay, but this weight, this small w, this is the weight of the ball, this will give a clockwise movement. Also this w by 2, we have discussed, this is the weight of the central load and it is divided by 2. Why we have written? Because we are considering one half part of the governor and the load is divided into two equal halves, that's why w by 2. So this force about the point I will give a moment w by 2 into the perpendicular distance in the clockwise direction. So these two yellow arrows are in the clockwise movement, are giving clockwise movement, and this one is giving anti-clockwise movement, and we have to balance that. Okay, so if you write the equation, what you have to write means the anti-clockwise movement is equal to the summation of the clockwise movement. Okay, so we have to see the perpendicular distance here. So let us see, this one is Fc, so perpendicular distance is here Bm, Fc into Bm. So Fc into Bm will give this anti-clockwise couple. Similarly, small w, if we erase all these things, small w into, you are writing Im. Okay, so here see in this is the small w line, so this one is the perpendicular distance Im. Similarly w by 2, this one is the w by 2, and here is the perpendicular distance id. So this one is the id. So you have to, for the moment you have to multiply the force into the perpendicular distance. Okay, so you write the equation now. Fc into Bm is equal to small w into Im into plus capital W by 2 into ID. So this is the most important equation. So just remind that how you are calculating that by calculating the balancing the anti-clockwise movement with the clockwise movement. That is by taking moment about point I. Now just divide this one BM in RHS. Okay, so FC is equal to small w into IM divided by BM plus W by 2 into ID by BM. Okay, so small w value is small mg, capital W is capital mg by 2. Just put down this. Okay, so for that equation write by replacing the terms capital W is equal to capital mg by 2, small w is equal to small mg by 2. So now you can see the next part. As it is, you keep it, and here in the ID, what you have written here, this one is ID. So just separate these two terms. ID means what? Here you see ID means summation of two lengths. Okay, ID is this one. So I can write ID is equal to IM plus MD. Okay, so IM is this to this and MD is this to this. So you can write here MG, capital MG by 2 into ID is equal to IM plus MD divided by BM. So multiplying and FM and dividing FM, we just want, now we want to simplify. Okay, so for that we have to divide and multiply this FM term in both the sides. Okay, so put down these values. This BM and this BM is common, so FM by BM taking common. In the bracket you will have small mg into IM divided by FM plus capital MG by 2 inside the bracket IM plus MD divided by FM. Okay, so you have done only one thing, that you have multiplied a term, that is FM. Okay, multiplying and dividing FM on both the sides we have, sorry, not on the both the sides, only in the RHS part. Okay, so just simplify that. BM you have taken outside. So now what will happen? Everything you keep as it is, do not touch any expression. Okay, only change this term. We have found out an angle tan alpha. See the previous slide, tan alpha is nothing but IM divided by FM. That's why it is important, because we have to replace these values. And tan beta is equal to MD by FM. So just put down these values here. So IM by FM is equal to tan alpha. MD by FM is equal to tan beta. Only that much is important. In order to find out these terms in terms of alpha, tan alpha and tan beta value, we have multiplied and divided this FM term. So tan alpha is common in both these expressions. So taking common this tan alpha value we have taken here. You can see here FC is equal to, this one is the FC value. This is not visible, this is FC. So FC is equal to FM divided by BM into tan alpha is taking, we have taken common. So inside the bracket MG plus capital MG by 2 into 1 plus tan alpha we have taken common. So tan beta by tan alpha. This is equation number 1, and this is the most important expression. Okay, so this one, this is not visible here, this is FC. In the LHS side, this one is FC. Okay, so this one is FC. So now FC value we have to put m omega square r, tan alpha we have to put r by h, and q is equal to tan beta by tan alpha. So equation 1 we have to write as follows. In place of FC, just put down m omega square r. Okay, and then Fm by Bm, do not touch that, it will be kept as it is, into R by H in place of tan alpha, into inside the bracket Mg plus capital Mg by 2 into 1 plus Q, where Q is equal to nothing but tan beta by tan alpha. So R will be cancelled out. M omega square will be divided in the right hand side. Okay, sorry, M will be divided in the right hand side. So inside in the LHS only omega square will be there. Omega square is equal to Fm by Bm, Fm by Bm into G, we will take common, that is this one is Z, divided by this H we have taken common. So Fm by Bm into M small m plus capital M by 2 into 1 plus Q divided by this small m. This small m we have taken here. Okay. And this G and H we have taken here. So it will be like this. Omega square is equal to Fm by Bm into small m plus capital M by 2 into 1 plus Q. Okay, so just you can see here the last one. If we replace omega by 2 pi n by 60 to a whole square, then n square will be simplified as follows. Okay, so putting the value omega is equal to 2 pi n by 60 whole square, then n square will be capital M by 2 into 1 plus Q divided by M into 895 by H. This value you will get the expression as n square. Further simplification, you have seen here this value you will got in place of n square value. So n square will be Fm by Bm into small m plus capital M by 2 into 1 plus Q divided by small m into 895 by H. Case 1 is if alpha is equal to beta, that means Q is equal to 1. Then what will be the value of n square? Then this will nothing but this one, Q is equal to 1 means 1 plus Q, 2 by 2 will be cancelled. So n square will be Fm by Bm into small m plus capital M by small m into 895 by H. So this one is the important expression in order to find out the speed of revolution n of a Prouel governor. So if it will be asked in the semester question, find an expression of speed of revolution of Prouel governor. So you have to do like this by constructing a eye center and by measuring the angles tan alpha and tan beta, which are very important. So practice it, and question are very fewly come and rarely comes in the exams. Okay, so that's all for the day. I think you get understand. So clearly you can understand very easily if you write it down in the notes. Okay, and then practice it. So that's all for the day. Thank you, and in the next video we will reach with the Hartnell governor. Okay, thank you.